When the truth is found to be lies.
Something occurred to me as I was watching the latest installment of Falling Skies. And by latest installment, I mean what's confusingly referred to as Episode 3, since the pilot consisted of Episodes 1 and 2 aired back-to-back on the same night. Now, why not just call the pilot Episode 1? Maybe because that would make it harder for iTunes to justify charging us double for downloading the pilot. Who knows? iTunes, incidentally, is the only way to watch Falling Skies online, bootleg notwithstanding. No free streaming at TNT, which was never the case and continues not to be the case at NBC for the event. May it rest in peace. Plenty of swag for sale, though, at the Falling Skies website, and plenty of ways to stay apprised of future swag-buying opportunities. And because iTunes is the sole purveyor of Falling Skies episode downloads, if you don't already have an iTunes account, you'll have to set one up especially for this, which is not cool. But I'm off topic. What occurred to me is that I have lost interest in Falling Skies, and after only 2 weeks, for one reason. Truth really is stranger than fiction, and potentially much more entertaining. However well-rendered the skitters, or sultry smart the leading ladies, their entertainment value is short-lived and insubstantial. Same goes for the pyrotechnics and the off-planet bugs that I've been watching leak brake fluid for decades. I have lost interest also in the increasingly cloying family friendliness, the earnest parents, the selfless defenders, the courageous struggle, all the skin-deep devices and cliches so cherished by the blue-pill-popping, tabloid-fixated mainstream.
But even as we grasp at victory, there is a cancer, an evil tumor, growing, spreading in our midst. Shout! Shout! Shout out his name!
The reality of the extraterrestrial presence, yes, I said reality, is so much more interesting, so much richer and deeper and more complicated than skitters, or mechs, or even that lovely mothership. Why doesn't Spielberg use ufology as the basis for a science fiction series that's less like a backseat blowjob and more like a full-blown affair with somebody who's capable of carrying on an intelligent conversation the morning after? So, what did we learn in Episode 3? What did it take 45 minutes to say? John Pope is a trained chef. Harnesses can be removed from children without killing them, although there may remain a telepathic connection between the children and the skitters. Tom Mason's wife's death could have been prevented if the man who was with her when she died hadn't been a self-centered coward. That's about it. Otherwise, there was a bunch of shooting and running and screaming and crying. And one skitter did execute a bunch of children by way of sending a message to the resistance, which makes them, like, all evil and shit. Didn't see that coming, did you? And right now you might be saying, dude, if you're not enjoying the party, go home. Fair enough. May I say before I leave, however, that life is too short to drink totally imaginary wine. There is a ginormous storehouse of public domain science fiction source material being overlooked here, whether out of ignorance or laziness or lack of intestinal fortitude, I don't know. War movies generally are set during wars that actually happened, so screenwriters study history. Movies of all kinds aspire to verisimilitude, so art directors study everything from art to architecture to engineering. The most compelling fiction is based in fact. So I have to wonder whether the current crop of science fiction movie makers are doing any research at all. Have they heard of Rendlesham Forest, Malmstrom Air Force Base, Edgar Mitchell, Gordon Cooper, the Phoenix Lights, Stephenville, Hudson Valley, Kecksburg, Cometa, Project Blue Book, J. Allen Hynek, John Mack, Bud Hopkins? If these names aren't familiar to you, you shouldn't be making science fiction movies. And if they are familiar to you, and you're still making science fiction movies about bugs, how embarrassing for you.